was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48-yard line. Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's got Jack Doyle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And they'll try and go jet sweep here with Perriman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. To return, it's McKinnon. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Allen. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Malik Jackson on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 37-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Colts 14, 49ers 7.
Here we go. Like 80!
On play action, now Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun. 54. I know he ain't got it. Right there.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 19-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. One more time with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Paris Campbell now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Being chased out left. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards to the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They hand it off to Mostert. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
38-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
4 at the 47.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Colts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
He was taken down at the 20.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The toss here completed to Pittman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Pass rusher extraordinaire, defilled that time, getting the sack. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Campbell returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Campbell on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
In punt formation for the 49ers.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air, Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
28-yard gain.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got one.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with the 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
No, you are.
Thanks.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
6-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Colts.
First and 10, Taylor now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Allen. And now he'll turn and off his back. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Number 10,
Josh Gordon. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Garoppolo on first down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Brandon Ayuk.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
The kick is
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 45, 49ers 21. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. To return, it's McKinnon. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
41-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
And 10.
They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching.